Rockies, and North Carolina, Davidson, and Davie.
How's it going, guys? ThunderBuddy01 here, along with...
ThunderBuddy01! Just kidding.
You want to try that again?
ThunderFuddy01.
How's it going, guys? ThunderBuddy01 here, along with NorCalDude599, whose mic is muted right now, and...
Clearance140.
And today, as part of a 1,000 subscriber special, which thank you very much for helping me get there, by the way. It took me 7 years to get to 1,000, and I was just overjoyed when I saw that I hit 1,000 subscribers. Granted, I saw it at like 3 in the morning, so I couldn't really celebrate, but yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna do a collection video of all 37 of my weather radios. Yeah, you heard that right. 37! So... let's start, I don't know where I want to start. Let's start over here on my bed. Well, it's not really a bed now, but you know what I mean. First up is the Midland WR100 Black and Silver.
20%. Thursday night, mostly cloudy.
This radio I got on April 3rd, 2015. And I actually found this on eBay. The reason I got it, I mean, let's be honest, it's a Black and Silver. Sadly, you cannot do the alert test on here because it's a version 1. But yeah, it's a really great radio despite some minor grounding problems, probably.
Cloudy in the evening, then becomes mostly cloudy. Low.
That's what I'm talking about. Next radio behind it is the Midland 74210, and I just realized the time is wrong on that.
Like always.
Yeah, let's just say this radio has a tendency to freeze up at times, so I'll fix that real quick. Right after I do a siren test. As you can tell, it sounds very similar to that of the Recom. And clock setting, let's change this. Shit, I hit the program button by mistake. Whatever. This radio I got in February of 2018. So I got this past year. It's about, I want to say it's about 8 months old now. The only problem I really have with it is the time would become incorrect after a while because the radio tends to freeze up. So there's that. Next radio behind it is the Radio Shack 12-261 from 2003.
The region. As a result, mostly cloudy skies and patchy drizzle can be expected, despite the cooler influx.
So this radio I've got in, I should have pulled up my weather radio collection Excel spreadsheet before I started this damn video. If Excel could open, that would be great. Let's see. Recent weather radio collection.lsx, because I can't freaking say it right. Yeah, so the Radio Shack 12261 from 2003 I got on April, I almost said 2nd. April 12th, 2018. And that radio I got because Clay over here decided to trigger me because I got the 2004 version, which I'll get into shortly, and he got the 2003. Speaking of the devil, there he is. Yep. Anyways. Moving on from those three great radios, over here is my Midland WR100 version 2.
5 to 10 knots. Waves 1 foot or less.
And yes, if you're wondering, I'm aware the speaker might have a tiny problem, but it still activates for alerts nonetheless. Just like the version 1 over there, you can't test the siren because it's a version 2. But yeah, all these older Midlands, like all the older WR100s, absolute icons. And if my fucking camera could, there we go. So, this radio I got fairly recently. I want to say back in August of this year. Let's see. Midland WR100 version 2 I got on the 1st of August. So there's that amazing radio. Next one behind it is the Midland 74210. So apparently, this is clearly a 74210 now, and this is a 74200 because I'm an idiot. Well, good job to me because I'm a dandy little fuckhead. Anyways, this is the Midland 74200. Oh.
It's clearly a sounding board. And that's a 200.
Alright, let's try this again. This is the Midland 74200. This is the Midland 74200. Got this radio on December something of 2017. December 8th, 2017. This has been an amazing radio despite some speaker problems as well. And apparently this channel doesn't want to come in because I accidentally called it a 74210! Oh, what channel is this even on? Oh, that's why it was on WXJ42. So this radio has been absolutely amazing. Before I go ahead and accidentally call this that, let's move on to the next radio. This over here is a 2004 RadioShack 12261.
23 nautical miles.
So, like the 2003 261, they share the same siren. And just to prove to you that I'm not bullshitting, yeah, not only do they share the same siren, but they also share a terrible fucking balanced out Not only do they share the same siren, but they also are terrible at balancing because, as you can tell, with this radio over here, granted, yes, I was holding on to it. That time I wasn't, but yeah. As you can tell, that radio and this one do not like to stay up unless the antenna is facing a certain fucking way. Anyways, 2004 261 I got on March 21st, 2018. And that was the original 12261 that I got before I got the 2003 over there because
Michael, believe it or not, wanted to trigger me and say, oh, hey, I got the 12261 with the statement light. You got one with the advisory light, and it doesn't do the beeps for the test.
But then you later found out that it has the beep.
Yep. Anyways,
By the way, Nicholas.
yeah.
Javier. Just Javier. Look at the chat.
Someone's majorly distracted. Yep, that's true. I am majorly distracted. Someone needs to lay off the. Someone needs to lay off the Pop-Tarts for a while. Okay. Okay.
Hey. I want Pop-Tarts now.
Anyways, getting back on topic. Next radio right over here is the Recom R1650A. Oh yeah, sure. Just as I'm filming, YouTube Creator Studio app on my phone just notified me that I hit 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I knew about that ahead of time. But yeah, so the Recom R1650A I got April 27th of 2018, and this has been an amazing radio so far. Haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. Yeah, this is an amazing radio.
The Scary Recon.
Scary Recon, yes. watch Clay Ranger 143's radio reviews episode of this radio so you can understand what the hell we're actually talking about. Next radio, which is right there, is Javier's old version 5, and I can tell because of the serial number on the back. Starts with 700.
Mostly cloudy.
This WR100 I have been having problems with, unlike my other ones. This one actually hasn't been activating for alerts recently. Like, it didn't even alert me for the tornado warning that was issued for South Central Fairfield County back in the back a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was last week, dumb.
But yeah, this radio hasn't been alerting me, but other than that, it's an amazing radio. Now we can siren test. Yeah, so there's that. Next radio behind it is the version 1 WR300.
Tonight, cloudy with patchy drizzle. Patchy fog in the evening. Areas of fog after midnight. Isolated showers after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s.
So this radio I got on...
Sorry to interrupt, but I want to say one goddamn thing, okay? It's completely unrelated. Okay?
Alright.
I'm pretty sure this is... You know that feeling you get when you buy a new Xbox One controller, like I did with this blue one, and it comes with those 2 Duracell batteries?
Yeah.
Well, I've had this thing for 2 or 3 days with the original Duracell batteries, and guess what? It just said
Well, that's Xbox controllers for you. That's Xbox controllers for you.
Is
Anyway.
it bad that I thought you said that's Xbox controllers?
Maybe. But, anyways. So, the version 1 WR300 I got on April 16th of this year. And the first alert on it, believe it or not, was actually, I believe it was a flood warning? I don't have it saved. And it looks like you got some tropical storm watches issued by Jacksonville. But, yeah. Ahead of Hurricane Michael. So, yeah, this radio, like the, kind of like the 74210 over there, has AM and FM. And that's copyright. Alright. The only problem I've had with this radio is the AM tuner is actually the AM reception. I mean, it's good, but it's like really, really quiet. And let's test this siren real quick, which having this radio on high siren volume actually changes the loudness of the button beeps as well. So that's, I guess, a good thing. Anyways, so there's that. Next radio right behind it is the Radio Shack 12262, and f me, my arms are short. Yeah, so okay, you know what? I'm pulling out my bed for this. I am not gonna try and stand up and reach with my short arms over to this radio. So this radio I got on December 25th of 2017. It was actually donated to me by a family friend, and this radio has actually been really good to me over the past few months that I've had it. Thankfully, I haven't had the tuner die out on me yet. Knock on wood. But yeah, it's a really great radio. It's been activating for almost everything, except for the thing around the time when I first got it. It hasn't been activating for much, but yeah. Anyways, next radio over here, which I got on February 20th of 2015, and looks like Javier has to leave. This is the Recom R1650D.
Maybe that's what you shove in your mouth at night at 3 a.m.
Anyways, this radio has actually been really good to me over the past 3 years that I've had it.
Thunderstorms?
And yeah, like the WR300, this radio has AM and FM. Oh, right, I forgot. I set this to 840.
That
Ooh,
sounds
indigenous-
awful.
It was on 840. That was why.
Oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
the fuckery of WHAS.
Yep. And
And not to be not politically correct, but last time I checked, hold on, let me move this out of the way. Pull my bed out all the way for this. Last time I checked, it's Columbus Day! Sorry, but little side note, you can't erase history. I don't care what the you say.
anyways,
Yeah.
so this radio has AM and FM, as I was demonstrating earlier. That was copyright, but hey, whatever. I'm not monetized, so. Let's do a siren test. That's siren volume. That's not what I want. Amazing Radio saves every previous alert. There's no messages on it because I just rearranged my radios this past weekend. This is actually my new setup. But yeah. So moving on from that is my second WR100 version 5.
Around 5 miles per hour. Chances.
And that's actually picking up WWH-33 from Mohawk Mountain pretty well. And this radio I got in August of 2016.
It's not Cornwall Mountain.
God damn it, you don't have to tell me that I butchered my own transmitter! Okay, moving the onward to the siren test!
Anyways, moving onwards, this radio I got August of 2016. It's been really great. It's been activating for everything as well. Yeah, I would highly suggest getting one of these version 5s for your first radio if you're just starting if you're just starting to collect radios. I would highly suggest these.
Be advised it'll have a high-pitched squealing issue. Knock on wood, yours doesn't have that issue.
Yeah, this radio is actually 2 years old as of August this past month. Okay, yeah. First I butchered this, then I don't even know.
Well, August is in the past.
Yeah, but I said in the past month. In the past month was September.
Ow, back.
Anyways, this
Are you
radio's
still stuck in September?
huh?
Are you still stuck in September?
No, I'm stuck in fucking July, when it was actually good weather instead of this crap that I'm going through now!
Anyways,
No, I thought you were stuck in January.
I would rather not be stuck in fucking January, because that's when my fucking midterms happen. And as most people can tell, I would rather not take midterms this year. But I have to, because then I won't be able to graduate high school.
anyways. Next radio, which I got on focus. On March 7th of 2015 is this Midland WR300 Deluxe. I almost called this thing a 100. That would have been bad.
Lightning. No lightning expected. Tonight, max temperature in the lower 50s. The temperature.
Okay, I'm gonna have to change the channel on this.
Average default. The clouds overnight. Then warm.
Let's do a siren test on this radio. Yeah, so like the 300 before it and the Recoms, this one has AM and FM as well, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. Next radio behind it, which I got, when did I get this radio now that I think about it? Actually, yeah, June 30th, 2018, I got the Radio Shack 12382.
East winds 10 to 15 miles per hour.
The only problem I've had with this radio is it doesn't do the signal loss thing anymore.
15 miles per hour.
Static, no signal loss.
Afternoon. Hot in the lower.
Let's do a quick siren test. That radio is loud too. Anyways, moving on from this row. This next row of radios right here it starts off with this version 5, which I got on January 6th, 2015.
Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Showers likely with a chance of thunderstorms in the evening. Then a chance.
I believe this is on channel. Wow, this is on WXJ42, so it's picking it up really well. You know the whole deal with the WR100s. They're amazing radios, absolutely reliable until they get the
Fucking hyper wheel of death, which hopefully mine won't get that.
Alright. This next radio behind it, I actually got in January, I want to say, of this year. Let's see. Yeah, January 22nd of this year, I got the Midland WR400.
Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Chance of showers.
It's picking up WWH33 really well. The only problem I have with this radio is one simple thing. Those of you down in southwestern Connecticut will understand, but here's the problem that I have with the 400 over there.
It can't get 107.9! And by the way, if you're wondering what 107.9 is over here in Connecticut, it's WEBE, also commonly known as Weeby 108. It's a, I think it's a Cumulus station or an iHeart radio station. I don't know.
But that is a very important station that I use, and most people that listen to FM radio because they don't have Sirius XM like I do in my car, WEBE is probably like the most important radio station in southwestern Connecticut. One thing I like about this radio, it has the, I don't know if you can see it because the
Fucking lighting in here sucks because I have my lights off so I don't get any interference.
but this radio can actually charge your cell phone if you really wanted it to. So yeah, there's that. Next radio over here is my second. I'll explain why it's my second in a bit. Radio Shack 12521.
Winds and seas higher in and near thunderstorms.
Thunderstorms?
Anyways, this radio, I actually got my first one back in September of 2015. And that one's tuner died. Actually, let me see if I can get mine out my old one out real quick. I'll just leave this here. Hopefully it doesn't fucking fall over.
And by the way, if you're wondering, yes, I'll be censoring out the curse words because we gotta be family friendly now!
And yes, I do still have it. So, alright, let's pull up the antenna. This is my first 521. No difference, but the differences arise when I plug this thing in. Now, if I go over here, I'll just place it right there because I'm going to be putting it away shortly. But if I plug this in, oh, fucking hell. Trying to juggle so many things at once without trying to have a fucking radio fall over because it has, there we go. So I plug in my old 521. What's this? The select button doesn't work. Neither does the weather radio button. Only volume up works, and the fucking directional pads. The directional arrows, rather. And the clock button. See? That's a clear indication that this radio is faulty. And a faulty radio doesn't really do much when you need to be alerted of severe weather. And oh, motherfucker. And the time can reset on my new 521, but now let's put this down. If anyone knows where I could get this thing fixed, I would highly appreciate that because I'm actually curious as to what it would be like if I actually had two 521s in my working possession right now. Alright, let's put this back in here. And let's get back to the rest of the collection. So over here is my trusty Midland WR120.
Broadcasts on a frequency of 162.475 megahertz.
This radio I've had since October of 2014. So I mean, this specific radio, this specific 120, I got in December of last year, but the WR120 in general I've had since 2014, and it's held up amazingly. This radio and the 100 up here, I would suggest getting a 100 or a 120 as your first radio if you're starting a collection. Let's do a quick siren test. Be advised, your ears might get raped during this. So other than that, it's a good radio. Next radio, which is right behind it, is the Midland HH54 VP2.
For south of Long Island between Montauk Point and Sandy Hook, out to 1,000 fathoms.
And if you're wondering why it says, oh, f***ing hell, focus, damn it. If you're wondering why it says TR in the top right-hand corner, I have this thing in travel mode.
Coming southeast 5 to 10 hours after midnight. Lows in the mid
WXJ33,
10 to 20 knots.
WXJ42,
Coming south.
and back to WXM80. Let's do a quick siren test. It's a good radio. If you're looking in the handhelds market, I would suggest getting that one too. If my fucking camera could focus, that'd be great. Anyways, moving on from over here to over here. Up here is my Uniden BC345 CRS scanner.
15 to 20 knots.
Wrong fucking model of Uniden.
I don't care.
Anyways, I just realized my belt is down there. I'm just gonna casually toss this over here. So this scanner is actually really amazing. It has a weather band, obviously, AM and FM. That's copyright. That's copyright.
Oh, great. It can't get any fucking AM stations right now.
Author of the now national best-selling book.
That's perfect. Let's go over to the scanner because I actually figured out how to use that function. Just sort of a tiny bit of Morse code there, but yeah, you got the idea. No siren test on this scanner because
It's a fucking scanner, and it's only 1050 to activate it.
I'm just gonna move my belt out of the way so this way I don't step on it. Next radio over here. Oh, by the way, this radio I got on June 16th of 2015. Yeah, I actually got this as a graduation present. Anyways, next radio over here is the Uniden WX100.
50s. Southeast winds surround.
I got this radio because
Clay was triggering me with it before I even had it.
But yeah, this is an amazing radio. It's actually made from some of the parts of the Uniden scanners that were made back in the day. And let's do some tests real quick. That's the alarm clock. Advisory, or statement, or whatever. Watch. And the slot machine, I mean the warning. And believe it or not, this radio actually woke me up at 5:30 in the morning for a flash flood warning for
Suffolk.
Oh, hey, Nicholas.
Yeah.
You want to know why Forza and Microsoft and 1010 really need to work out their fucking maps?
Why?
So I'm on this one race, right? And I'm racing a Toyota Hilux diesel,
Yeah.
okay? And over this hill, what do I find? AI drivers who can't even get up the hill! And one of them is merged in with the other! Oh, okay, so a Hilux is trying to have a baby with an Arctic Trucks Land Cruiser! Okay, so oh, another Hilux just now! And another one! Oh, okay, this should be nice to see! Now the two Hiluxes are gonna stand up!
Anyways, now that we've realized that that you can actually make babies in Forza Horizon 4, let's move on to this. Let's move on to this next radio. This next radio is the Eton SolarLink FR370.
Northern New England today. This will produce a cooler, moist northeasterly flow across the region.
This radio I actually got fairly recently. I didn't upload an unboxing video of it because I didn't feel like it. I actually got this radio on September 29th, 2018. So we're kind of getting into the more recent territory. Next radio over here is one of Clay's favorite radios. Actually, wait, before I even get into that, I should probably explain more about this radio. So, yeah, the charge light is on. I just had this running off of DC power because I'm too lazy to have the battery in there, but yeah. And this radio has AM and FM as well, but I won't get into that because copyright! And this radio, if I move this over here, actually, I don't think I'll be able to demonstrate this well with one hand now, can I? And no, if you're wondering, that is not what she said.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, I am sure about that. So, oh, motherfucker. So, you know what? I'll just unplug this for now. And if you're wondering, I don't have a proper adapter for it, but, like I said, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm just running this off of a PSP adapter because apparently it takes that. So this radio is actually a hand crank radio. And look at that, a proper antenna. So, forgive me if you won't be able to see this that well, but yeah, granted there's no battery in there, but yeah, and there's different modes on here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get the battery out, because why the hell not? Let's see, where the hell is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Let's pull this out. If I could get the
Battery cover open, that'd be great.
Let's drop this in here. Alright, should be in there now. Let's flip this over to Dynamo. Or, okay, maybe not power on then. Great, so I just put the battery in here for nothing. That's great. But, alright, let's just put this back on the charger for now, because I really don't want to go too in-depth with this radio, because we're probably already over 30 minutes long in this video alone, so.
And just got a notification from Snapchat.
Hello? I plugged you in. Why aren't you powering on now? What the
Oh, you're gonna be like that now, aren't you?
Oh, right.
Oh, shit.
Is there any reason why you're not wanting to... There we go. Alright, I'll set the time on you later, but actually, now it's over here, this has a flashlight, very pretty, and a SOS function as well. Let's turn this off. I'll set the time on that later. This radio over here is the Eton ZoneGuard Plus, Clay's favorite radio.
15 knots. See,
He's lying, it is his favorite radio. And this radio, believe it or not, has conveniently placed wireless modules up here. Now if I press this button, yeah, so there's that. This radio also has AM and FM as well, but like I said, I won't be going into that. And this f***ing camera could focus, that'd be great. But yeah, the only problem I've had with this radio is the what the hell do you call it? The buttons don't really respond well. Sometimes they'll be like, oh hey, yeah, you pressed this button twice, or hey, you didn't press this button at all, even though you did, because I'm a f***ing lazy. Don't mind me just setting up the settings again on the Solar Link because apparently it doesn't like apparently stuff happens to it. Next radio right here is the Eton Zone Guard, the white one. Same functionality except it doesn't have the wireless alert modules. But yeah. Next radio over. Actually, wait, I didn't even say when I got those two radios. The Zone Guard Plus I got on the same day that I got my version 5 of WR100, my newest version 5. So the Zone Guard Plus I got on January 6th, 2015. And the Zone Guard, when the hell did I get that thing? The Zone Guard, March 23rd, 2018, I got the Zone Guard. And I just realized my finger's almost in the way of the camera lens, so yeah. Next radio over here is the Radio Shack 12-991, also known as the Black Viagra Pill, also known as the Burnt F***ing Hash Brown.
Yeah, Monday at 8:31 a.m. Tuesday.
No, it's a giant Viagra pill.
Giant Black Viagra Pill, how about that?
Or that.
And if I could get to the... Okay, see, this is one thing that I hate about about some of these Radio Shack radios. They don't have a fucking menu button. Instead, you have to be inconvenienced and press and hold the select button for 5 fucking seconds before you can even get into the menu. So yeah, there was a siren test on that. Next radio over here is the Radio Shack 12519.
Tuesday. Low tide is at 3:20.
This has AM and FM as well, and it also has a Skywarn. Obviously, nothing's going on right now, so I can't really demonstrate that. Let's do a quick siren test of this radio. I actually got this on March 20-something. Actually, wait, no, not even March 20-something. I got the 519. Oh, wow, it was 20-something. March 20th, 2015. Let's do a siren test of this thing real quick, if I can actually get there. Yeah, amazing radio. Sadly, people like to overprice the thing like hell, so you can't really get them on eBay for a reasonable price anymore. Next radio over here is the Radio Shack 12996.
At Bridgeport, high tide is 11:08.
Alright, I'm probably gonna have to change this over to channel 4. It is on channel 1 already, dumbass. I'm probably gonna have to change this over to WXM80 unless I can successfully plug in my external antenna, which is out there. If I can plug that in successfully into that, then maybe I won't have to change the channel. But yeah, great radio, especially for DXing. I actually used this radio on February 24th, I want to say it was. February 20th, 20-something of 2018, during that severe weather event down in Kentucky and Tennessee. And that was actually when I got my first PDS tornado warning with a confirmed tornado. That's volume 9. I wanted it up at 10, please. Thank you. Amazing radio. I'd highly suggest getting it. This radio, unlike this, is actually being sold for a reasonable price. At least if you could find one for a reasonable price. But yeah. And as you can tell, yes, I put stickers on it. Like, I'll turn up the brightness on the lens here. Apple sticker over there. Yukon sticker up there. And over there on that side, I can't really show it to you because it's up by the wall. But there's Apple stickers on every side of the radio, except for the top, because that's where the Yukon sticker is. So, next radio's up here. This radio I got on December 24th of 2015 is the Spectra SFA 1150. Yeah, I know. It says first alert on the... Oh, wait, you can't even see that, so I can't even say it. Yeah, I know this is a first alert radio. Oh, there. Now you can see it. Yeah, I know it says first alert on it, but Spectra designed this radio.
International Airport, drizzle was silent. At LaGuardia, fog was reported.
This has AM and FM as well. It has auxiliary, which thankfully now I'm saying it right compared to a few months ago when I was saying auxiliary. Anyways, let's test the siren. Let's test the siren on this. Pretty alert dome up here as well, and yeah, I know I said alert dome because the light actually surrounds the entire top of the radio. But yeah, amazing radio. It's I mean, I've used this for DXing, I think, once. It's okay, but it depends on the night that it is. Next radio over here is the SEMA First Alert WX268.
Will usher in southwest flow on Tuesday. This will bring temperatures at least 10 degrees above average.
And this radio is fairly unique because you can actually have it set to go off for AM and FM alerts as well. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is probably not going to be the best example. I don't think you would be able to see that. Oh, there we go. I just had perfect focus. Actually, you know what? I could just show you on the... Okay, yeah, this is going to be a doozy. There we go. Select source. You can have it set to go off for weather band alerts only, weather band in FM, or weather band in AM. Right now I have it set to weather band only, but another interesting story about this radio regarding it waking me up in the middle of the night. This radio actually woke me up at 11:30 at night, forget what night it was, for a radio reception error. Yeah, it woke me up saying...
Radio reception error, check broadcast.
Well, listen to broadcast, but yeah. And, this radio actually got on, I want to say... Oh, that's too far up in the list. I'd have to go down a bit. WX260. Yeah, I got this on May 8th of 2018, so just a few months ago, before sheer nuttiness happened. Yeah, so there's that radio. It's an amazing radio. Besides waking me up in the middle of the night and practically being a fragile piece of shit, but whatever. We're coming down to the final 1, 2, 3, 4. We're coming down to the final 8. Holy crap. This radio up here I got on just recently. I'll just say just recently. The SEMA First Alert WX150.
For 40s. Saturday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 50s.
YouTube user StormChaser668 actually sent me this radio. He was actually selling it, and I bought it off of him. And actually, when I took this out of the package, it was actually a lot bigger than I was expecting. Giggity. So if I go over here to the menu and go to siren test, wherever it is. Forgot to say epilepsy warning because I just realized my strobe light was hooked up to that. But yeah, it sounds like a different a modified version of the Emerson Research CKW2000 siren, which sadly I do not have a CKW2000 because I can't buy any more radios because I'm worried that my fucking room is gonna explode with all the radios in here. But whatever. Sadly, this radio does not have AM and FM, but it does store previous alerts, obviously. Button beeps sound they sound similar to that of the WX268, but at least the valid button beeps, but the invalid ones on the other hand sounds like the WR100 and 300 test tone. Those of you that have those radios will know what I mean. Next radio over here I got on March 4th of 2015 is the Radio Shack 12993.
Index is 46. This is good.
Yeah, same siren as the 991 over there, so I won't go into that. But what?
Did Paul just say this is good?
Yeah. It was reading the air quality index forecast, so yeah.
Why did that sound so weird?
Oh god, it was the first thing that it said. Now I know why you asked. And no, Paul, I'm not trying to give you I'm not gonna get into that. This... Yeah, this radio is really good, except for not having a menu button like the 991 over there, because Radio Shack was being a dumb piece of shit, and they decided not to include a f***ing menu button because they couldn't be convenient whatsoever! Now that slight rant is out of the way, yeah, this radio is really good. It's good at knowing where the radio DXing, depending on the type of day that it is, like depending on how the atmospheric conditions are. But yeah, really good radio. And, yep. Next radio over here is the Midland HH50. I got this in October something of 2015. yeah, this radio's been good despite having a crap battery life. But yeah, and it's a good basic radio if you're really on a tight budget. But I just bought it for the hell of it, and it's not really that kind of good. Anyways, this next radio over here is the Radio Shack 12259 in silver.
G2 and the relative humidity 93%.
This radio is the predecessor to the world-renowned 12522, which Clay actually has, and has been triggering me with it because it recharges batteries unlike my 259. But yeah.
Hey, just be glad you got to hold the 522.
Good point. At least you got to hold the 259. Hopefully the 259 that you get will be beige. Anyways, so yeah, the 259 is good except for the fact that it can't recharge batteries, but whatever. Now we're coming down to the final four over here, and no, this is not a radio. It's just my Apple Watch series, first generation, which is sadly outdated because it can't get WatchOS 5. And I just hit my head with my belt. That was smart of me. Anyways, yeah. So coming down to the focus. Hello?
Yeah.
iPhone, can you focus? There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot to tap to focus. First, this radio over here is the Oregon Scientific WR608.
Winds northeast at 16 knots, gusting to 19 knots. The air temperature was 63 degrees, and the surface temperature 70 degrees.
This radio does not have a siren test because, believe it or not, Oregon Scientific actually went the right way with their radios, and they made it so so it'll activate based on the same header. Matt Schreier actually has a handheld version of this radio called the WR602. At least I think he does. I don't know if he still has it, because it's been a while since KWO35 was up.
Looking right the f*** at you, Upton. Bring KWO35 back into service soon, or otherwise New York City will get f***ed with bad weather with no f***ing early warning.
They've already been raped by bad weather since Call 35 has been down.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Look at Sheer Nuttiness 1. Anyways, sadly this radio does not have a permanent backlight, and what?
Exactly.
Yeah. Sadly this radio does not have a permanent backlight, so I have to keep pressing this every time I want the backlight to come on. Don't know if you can see that, but I'm pressing it.
And the version 2, and the 522, and the 993, and the 991,
Yeah.
and the zone limits.
Yep. Anyways, next radio after this beauty is the Max Digital CR01NW.
Patchy fog in the evening.
This radio I got on January 19th of 2015, which was one day after my AlertWorks over here, which I'll get into shortly. One day after the flooding event of January 18th. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about there, it was flood warnings and special marine warnings. Mostly floods, but whatever. Siren test. Yeah, sounds just like a f***ing Capello.
That's because it is a Capella with a different shell!
Anyways. Next radio over here is the Sangean CL100.
The king of loudness.
Mostly cloudy. A chance of showers after.
You want to talk about the king of loudness? Listen to this thing going off at 11:30 at night on high volume for an unrecognized message.
Anyways, but yeah, this radio is loud. I think right now I have it set on low, yeah. Let's turn it up to middle. And even on low, it's still pretty loud. Let's do a siren test real quick. This actually has excellent DXing capabilities, and why am I hearing music in the background? Yeah.
That's Snapchat.
That's Snapchat doing that?
Yeah, it's the 3 in a row Snapchat filter thing.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Sanji and Seal 100, I got.
Don't judge me!
I mean, I use Snapchat. Will I give it to you? No, because, well, I mean, to him I might,
But not to my subscribers, because that's my personal stuff, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't want to know what my personal life is like, so yeah.
anyways, this radio is absolutely amazing at DXing. I actually got this in the end of December, so just before the New Year struck. And, yeah, this has been an amazing radio. It's been activating for almost everything. And now the last radio over here is the AlertWorks EAR-10. This radio has been absolutely amazing over the past 3 years that I've had it. Soon to be 4, believe it or not. I actually got this on December. I
fucking did it again!
January 6th of 2015, along with the 991, the Zone Guard Plus, and one of my WR100s. Yeah, it's a really great radio. It's pretty basic. It looks good too, even though it looks like a T block from Tetris. But yeah. So yeah, those are all of my 37 radios. I'm hoping to get more in the future, assuming my fucking house doesn't blow up.
And I'm gonna edit out the curse words because we live in a place where people get so fucking sensitive over profanity that it's not even funny, to the point where you'll get demonetized just for saying the S word.
It's like I could say, wow, this is a lot of shit in my room. And someone could say,
No, how can you say that? I'm gonna get your channel over. I'm gonna...
you get the idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my my very huge weather radio collection. Be sure to strike them likes, flood that subscribe button, and flood that notification bell too to get more content from to get notified of more content from Thunderbuddy 01 Productions. So this is Thunderbuddy 01 signing out, along with NorCal Dude 599 and
Color Ranger 143.
No, really?
no, really, I thought it was Ray Clanger 69.
No, I thought it was Ray Clinger 42069.
I'm not even gonna try to retaliate with that. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Take care.
I thought it was Mr. Fuckboy 260. No.
I thought it was Mr. Give Me a